Good morning, Alex Hansery here. It is 222. We're literally several days into a planetary alignment period, a period in which we are going to continue to see a lot of extreme crime and murder and mayhem in the news, but it's actually supposed to be a spiritual time. So I really want to pull back from doing uploads during this time and work more on prayer, meditation, writing, and reading, as well as physical exercise. There's some sunshine outside, so I'm going to make probably several hours worth of videos outside under the sun doing meditation and energy exercises. What you choose to do on your end is up to you, right? But I encourage a spiritual path. One of the books that I want to get into myself has to do with Jesus and the sun itself, the sun that is the light sun outside, a connection between the sun and Jesus Christ. And some of these ideas and others are expanded on in the book Son of God by Gregory Sams. So this is a time that I recommend to get closer to the light. So I want to read you this video at home and kind of echo my concerns that this is definitely a time in which what we might know as the alternative media is in danger. It was already in danger under Biden, and we continue to see more and more curtailing of the truth of real independent thought. So this is a time of mass possessions. And there's different ways you might reach that conclusion, okay? But I've been warned about the increase in sunspots and the connection between the sun, solar maximum, wars, invasions, possessions, shootings, killings, drive-by shootings, DUIs, other types of domestic violence statistics all go up when the sun is active. And when the planetary alignments take place as they are now, the sun is typically more active. And as we approach the 20th, we saw an explosion around the time of the 18th and 19th, okay? So you might notice, think of the like, and we have 8 viewers already. You might notice an uptick in crazy, wild, aggressive behavior from others in this time period, behaviors from people that we have not seen in decades. Okay. And then you hear this a lot in the news. We haven't seen this in 20 or 30 years. It has to do with the energy. So I've been warning you of 2025 for a long time, but there are spiritual perspectives and interpretations of this, like how you choose to experience, choose your own adventure, how you choose to experience 2025 is up to you. But there is a lot of really intense energy that is available at this time. Can you feel it? It's like that song from the Jackson 5. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? And I can feel it. And it is intense. So I feel drawn to share with you a spiritual perspective on the planetary alignment. But let me just continue the second part of the title. There is a lot of signs there is going to be government surveillance of anybody that's critical of what the government is doing. And so there are signs of ICE, for example. There are signs of ICE, for example. We're going to get ready to play that video now. My email is magicshift333@proton.me. So trying to keep my focus here. There are articles coming out from Democracy Now! And others about people being taken not just to Mexico, but to Guatemala, to countries that they're not actually from. And there's a lot of dystopian potentials that are going to come about from this. And so they're basically saying that they're going to run facial recognition and get the identities of anybody that's even criticizing what they're doing. And so we're going to see a major attack on the alternative media. And so you might see a lot of channels go dark from this type of intimidation tactic that is going to be unfolding. I'm going to continue my writing, my exercise, my journaling, my podcasts, what I do over at alexhansery.substack.com. So sign up now if you're not already. And also expanding into other sites and basically staying active each and every day, staying very, very active on my work and observations. I see myself more as a scientist than a psychic in some cases. In some cases, I see myself more as a psychic or an intuitive, but traditionally throughout time, that could get you killed or labeled as schizophrenic. It's already too late for me. I've already told you that I do interpret things from the psychic planes, and that is not popular in the alternative media. So I will continue to share with you my perspectives on the year 2025, as I have for years, how this is leading towards the 2030 concerns that people already have, and then also warning you about whatever is being planned for the generation of 2045, 2046, basically. All that sexuality mounting from 2024, around the time of the total solar eclipse, and all the babies that are going to be born in this period of 2025. There is a long-term Anunnaki Nephilim agenda, if you will, for these future generations that are going to be expected to assimilate into the new matrix. And so really start to question those yearnings that you may have to bring children into this world if you have them. I really see like a real potential for a MGTOW, spiritual MGTOW resurgency, something that I think I know a lot about, and something that a lot of men and women would probably benefit from right now, hearing my perspectives, hearing my opinions on the matter in different places on the internet, because this is a time to have a resurgence in spirituality, and it is an inside job. All right. So let's watch this video together and try to understand why we're experiencing really intense energies at this time. Okay. The title of this video is Urgent Weekly Forecast. And I believe this is an AI voice, but there is relevant information contained within it. Weekly forecast, 21 to the 28th. New moon, major planetary alignment, and end of Mars retrograde. Okay, so again, there is a deeper explanation behind the increased solar flares, the tensions, the wars, the trolling, the anger, the hate. Okay, it has to do with planetarily what is taking place. So understand that people are responding unconsciously to these energies. Okay, I noted also in my journal and other places, and notes on a scientific basis, because I see myself as someone that deeply understands human psychology in a way that a lot of humans in the conspiracy movement are in denial. When I have deep epiphanies, usually around periods of eclipses, it will be interpreted as crazy as it gets, and people will treat me with hatred. So it is cyclical for me to just be doing my own business, just be saying the things that I always say, and for certain moments to appear on the timeline where people become irate and abusive to me when all I'm doing is speaking my truth in my space. Right here. In my space, bothering no one, speaking my truth. It will be at these moments, as I document behind the scenes, where hateful words, comments, and veiled threats manifest to motivate me to end this YouTube channel now. It exists right now. Veiled threats and attempts to encourage me to end this content now on this channel. And I trace the source of said hate to the energies of this planetary alignment. Hit it, Sam.
Is almost over. The biggest moment of the year is unfolding, and almost no one is talking about it. Haven't you? The feeling that something big is about to change, but you can't quite put your finger on it. That's because we are in the final phase of February, the last stretch before everything that's been stuck, delayed, or trapped in limbo suddenly explodes forward. This isn't just another week. It's the build-up before the breakthrough. And trust me, when this energy breaks loose, it won't be subtle. This may just be your window of opportunity, but only if you know how to align yourself with this energy. Keep watching, because there's one specific thing about this final phase that nobody seems to have noticed yet, and when you realize what it is, it's going to blow your mind. But that barely scratches the surface of what's really happening. The truth is, we're at the edge of something massive, and once it starts, there's no...
There is electromagnetic energy in that pyramid between 200 and 600.
No going back. Most people thought February was going